宇宙世紀0079。人類が初めて経験する地球と宇宙の戦い、一年戦争が行われる。地球連邦に対する独立戦争を仕掛けたジオン公国は初戦を制したものの、自力に勝る連邦軍の前に敗北した。総人口の半数を失った戦乱が終わり、人類は平和を取り戻したかに見えた。宇宙世紀0083。復興への道を歩み始めた地球圏に再び戦乱の危機が訪れる。地球連邦軍ジャミトフ・ハイマン准将によるティターンズの結成である。戦後も各地に潜伏し破壊活動を繰り返すジオン軍残党。その討伐を目的とするティターンズは正規軍から独立した行動をとることで治安回復に成果を上げる。これにより連邦内部におけるティターンズの地位とジャミトフの権力は強固なものとなっていった。その一方、地球至上主義を掲げるティターンズは次第にその矛先をスペースコロニーへと向け始める。それは地球連邦政府に対して反発を強めるコロニー居住者への不信感に根ざすものであった。宇宙世紀0085。連邦内部に強力な基盤を作り上げたティターンズはコロニー住民に対し前代未聞の強行に打って出る。サイド1 30番地コロニーで起きた反政府デモを鎮圧するため、全住民の致死量を超える G3 ガスをコロニーに注入したのである。この無差別大量虐殺により1500万人の生命が失われた。この事件はティターンズによって秘匿された。だが事件を完全に覆い隠すことは不可能であった。事件の後、コロニー住民はティターンズへの恐怖と反感を募らせていき、武力を用いた抵抗運動の必要性が叫ばれるようになった。こうした機運の中、反ティターンズを掲げる軍事組織が産声を上げる。エウーゴの結成である。代表ブレックス・フォーラを中心としたエウーゴはコロニー出身の連邦軍人を大量に受け入れ、ティターンズに対抗する組織を作り上げる。またメラニー・ヒューカーバインをはじめとする月都市の軍需産業は巨額の資金を提供し、エウーゴの活動を支援した。宇宙世紀0087。地球に住む人々を代表するティターンズ、スペースコロニーに住む人々を代表するエウーゴ。両者の戦いは地球圏を再び戦火の渦に巻き込もうとしていた。
ようやく戦力が整ってきました。これなら我々はティターンズと対等に戦えます。
アナハイムエレクトロニクスの協力に加え、君のもたらした新技術ガンダリウムガンマ、そして人々の支援があれば我々は戦える。
しかしティターンズの勢力は強大です。さらに地球連邦軍も状況次第でどのように動くか分かりません。
確かに地球連邦軍はいつ敵になるかわからん。 だが彼らを味方につけない限りティターンズ打倒は難しいだろうな。
はい。しかしティターンズの勢力は連邦内部で急速に強まっているようです。今はジャブロー、キリマンジャロを中心にアフリカ、アメリカを抑えていますが、他の地域への進出も時間の問題かと思われます。
そうだな。ティターンズが勢力を拡大する前に我々は確かな基盤を作らねばならん。
はい。まずはスペースコロニーからティターンズを追い出し、宇宙に我々の基盤を作るべきです。
スペースコロニーの指示を取り付けティターンズ打倒を目指すか。回りくどいようだがそれが一番確実な方法だろうな。
報告します。戦力の充実化によりコロニーのティターンズを排除することが可能になりました。サイド2解放作戦を提案します。
Alrighty then, folks. Hello and welcome to the AEUG, the Anti-Earth United Government, apparently. I've been getting that wrong for years. Anyway, folks, hello and welcome back. It's been, God, like 3 months since I played this recently. Anyway, welcome to the new campaign. This one is, you start the smallest in this campaign. Even Temray starts bigger than you do, because he has like 3 production centers. In this one, we have 1. So this is the smallest campaign, but in my opinion, this one is a lot funner than like most of the other campaigns, because this one's equally challenging, but then you also get a ton of kick-ass pilots, and it's a lot better than the Earth Federation, because the Earth Federation's kind of bullshit during the 1 year war. It's like you're losing until you get Gundams, then you're basically winning, and unless you really fuck up, there's no easy way to lose. You know, spam Sniper 2s. But yeah, so I really enjoyed this one, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna do terribly though, because I always forget what order to attack stuff in and whatnot. So anyway, we start with 5 provinces, a bunch of space provinces that don't really get us anything, and then this one which gets us 500 credits and 50 resources. That's nice, but not all that useful. The credits are, but oh well. And then this one, which is our capital, which gets us 750 and 650. Which is really nice. It's not that much though, because if you start as the Federation, you get 600 and 1600. We need those resources. We don't have those right now. We need to go conquer a bunch of places to try to get them. But sadly, the colonies don't produce very much. And yeah, Side 6 isn't neutral in this one. Neither is Von Braun. Yeah, story reasons why. We'll get attacked there later, and we'll probably have to defend it. I probably won't, and we'll forget and we'll get our ass kicked. But anyway, this is also a story campaign, so we can't just go openly attack any production center we want like you can in the other ones, in the third-party campaigns. So we gotta be a little bit more careful. But first things starting off, I did this earlier because I didn't really think about this, but this is espionage. Espionage is the most important thing in this game, because it tells us the enemy troop numbers. Because, like, if you look below the 2400s, there's that 4, that's the unit count in this province. They have 4 in Aboku. They have 3 inside 3, or Xeon, basically. We can't attack them for quite a while, so we're just leaving these guys here, and we can't really do anything about that. But they don't know we can't attack them, so they'll go and try, like, reinforcing these 2. So if we keep pushing, like, weaker units up here, it'll make them think we're about to attack, so they'll keep reinforcing here, and we can put pressure on the back and go conquer a bunch of stuff. But that's for later. We have absolutely nothing on the planet till Karaba joins us, and then I think this place just flips to us. New York, but I don't remember exactly. Technically it should be Florida, but this whole map is like Long Island, Delaware. I teach American history now, and I don't even know where these states are. This is Massachusetts, because they have the hook thing, and I believe this is Vermont. No, this is New York, because Pennsylvania's right here, Ohio's over here. Yeah, Vermont's like right here. I don't know these states. I just teach it, I just work here. Anyway, so back to the important stuff. We start with a bunch of outdated tech, like we have Salamis Kai, which was kind of okay during the 1 Year War, but still pretty bad. We have mass production gun cannons. Excuse me. We have mass production gun cannons. Yes, we have the crappy 1 Year War ones that I won't even use. They're actually about the same as GM snipers. And they work in space. It's not actually that bad. But we'll upgrade these guys when we get the chance. We have some GM Kais, which are late 1 Year War, early Stardust Memory stuff. Those are okay. We'll upgrade those as well. We have 3 GM Customs. I think these are the only 3 we start with. These are alright. These are our ground troops up until we get GM2s, which they have GM Kells, which are much better than the custom. But we're just gonna have to accept that for a little while. The Space Commanders, which usually are pretty dog shit, but it's all we got, so it's all we got. Oh, we do actually start with the Salamis Kai. I didn't know we did that. That's awesome. More GM Kais. Oh, we have GM Sniper 2s, which are alright. They do 96, which the mass production gun cannon also does 96. But the mass production gun cannon doesn't have any melee. Which isn't that bad, because I have terrible luck with melee. Like, I don't even rely on it anymore. Yeah, so we know what all that is. More Sniper 2s. Gun Cannon 2s, which is what we'll be using mostly for a while. These are our primary range unit for a long time, and then after we're done with them as range units, we can upgrade them to GM Customs. The only problem with that is GM Customs are an end node unit. We can only swap them between these and the GM Cannon 2s, so what'll probably happen is we'll switch all our remaining customs into cannons and just use them as support until they get destroyed. But that's for the future, like quite a while away, because they're still pretty good right now. We have GM Sniper 1s, which have no energy and don't do much damage. We'll get rid of those as soon as we can. We have a Grey Phantom. That's awesome. With Henkin piloting it. Henkin's probably our best ship captain right now. His melee is kind of bad, but his ranged is alright, and since I don't know how you melee with a ship, I think we should be alright. We also have Rekua, who, she's gonna betray us whatever we do, so fuck her, but we'll still use her. Roberto, Apoli. Roberto's actually better than Apoli. He has more stats overall, but he grows faster, and he gets stronger when he grows, so yeah. We'll use them both though, because they're useful. Hopefully we can avoid them getting killed, but if we can't, we can't. They're not new types, so they're not essential. And of course, we have totally not Char. This isn't Char, but look how fucking good his stats are. If we could get him his rank up to General, we'd be really, really well off, because I'm pretty sure Char has the most charisma in the game. I think he's only beaten by, or he beats Shirako by only like 2 points at rank S, but still, it's the best. And his stats are alright. And he comes at a rank B, which means he's a level 2 new type. Because he becomes a new type at rank C, so when he gets to B, he's a level 2. Oh, we have one of those. The, Columbus, that's what they're called. These are transport ships, so we will scrap those as soon as we get the chance. Yep, stuff we've all seen before. Actually, we started the list over again. As far as pilots go, I've already started to explain these. We have Astronagi in the beginning, who's one of the worst pilots in the game for the Federation. We're still going to use him because we have like 8 guys altogether. But yeah, Astronagi doesn't get good till rank S, and then I think he becomes a new type, which is pretty badass. If we had units with bits, we would have him using bits. 1 second, folks. Whoops, that is safe. I meant to click the top one. Okay, it's already at the lowest, so I'll just have to turn it down on my mic. The music is starting to bother me. I apologize. And yeah. Let's see, we have Apiary, who's I explained before. We have Blex, who has the deepest voice imaginable. He's alright. His charisma kind of sucks and he starts at rank B, so it's not going to improve much. But he's our faction leader, so we're going to use him. Hankin, also. Charisma's not much better, but his stats are better. Like, this guy has quite a bit of melee, which he can only do capital ships. So melee is kind of useless. I don't know why they even have melee, but they do. Manidi, who's literally in 30 seconds of the movie and I'm pretty sure was not in the show at all. We'll use her too because we have her, but I don't know why she's in this game. And she's also almost the lowest we could get her. She's ranked D and she has 100 experience, which means she's basically shot down like 3 mobile suits. Rekoa, gonna betray us, so fuck her. And then Roberto. As far as this goes, I won't go through everything, but apparently we can build Albions in the beginning, which is pretty cool. All the GM cannons. We can build Gundams in the very beginning, which you might think would be a good idea, because stat-wise they're alright. HP-wise, they're terrible. They can literally get shot down by a Hyzak in 1 turn. Don't build these, they're not worth it. We can build Pixies too, for whatever fucking reason. But who wants a Pixie? Yep. We can build Salmas Kais too, so we don't have to pay for those, even though we already have some. And GM Commanders, woo! So, against the Titans, we're basically evenly matched in the very beginning. They out-tech us by about 4 levels, plus they get some Xeon designs. We have pubic classes too, that's great. But yeah, they out-tech us by about 4 levels, so we have to catch up to them. And then while we're catching up to them, they'll be teching up, so we'll hit about parity by about level 20, because right now we have 15 and everything, whereas we can't check how much they do. Oh, and I never do this in my campaign because I consider it cheating, but you can look at what the enemy has. I guess you have to have rank S to see all their information, but like, they make so many credits and then they get double that since we're on neutral, or we're on normal. They have 140 mobile suits, 14 transports of some sort, 18 space planes. I think that's like ships, and then 18 other. No idea what that is, but they have 0 MAs, which means no Psycho Gundams in the very beginning. They will get Psycho Gundams really quick, so we gotta be careful. But yeah, we can look at them, occasionally you can even see their tech level. I will never use this. You click R1 to switch through it. I didn't actually know you could do that for quite a while. But yeah, I'll never use it, so it doesn't really matter. We start off a little bit better than the other campaigns too. Instead of starting off on 50 alignment, we start off on 60. Basically, it's a 1 to 1,000 system, 0 being chaos and 1,000 being law. If you haven't noticed, I'm looking at that bar in the very middle of the bottom, basically. But yeah, 0 is chaos, 1,000 is law. The closer to law, you get more stuff, but if you start being evil, you can steal resources from civilians, and certain pilots will join you if you're evil. But the thing is you can only steal 3,000 at a time, and it takes 10% of your chaos bar out, or makes you 10% more towards chaos, and eventually you can repair your reputation by doing this one thing, which you have to pay 10,000 for. So being evil is kind of worthless unless you need a certain pilot. The only campaign will actually do this is either Axis or Glemmy. Can't remember which one you had to do it on to get the Perus, but the only time you ever need them is because you get 5 Peru clones, and having 5 new types is just worth it. So we're gonna go good in this one just because there's no point in going evil. If there was, I would think about it, but it's really no point. And then, yeah, we only have 5 provinces, which kind of sucks. On to the more important, actual in-game stuff. First off, this is the research tab. This is the, do shit tab. I keep switching to the planet, I apologize. This is the decisions tab, we'll take that eventually. This is a speech, this is steal 1,000 credit, or 3,000 credits to steal 3,000 resources. This is trade 30,000 resources for 30,000 credits. This is options, this is end turn, so we're gonna go to research. Research is broken into 5 levels. This is 5% of the total bar, this is 10%, and this is 20%. You have to fill up the bar to get the next tech level. It's really easy. Usually I only do full investment so we can keep it equal, but in this one we're just gonna keep doing small investments every single turn, just so we can tech up. But yeah, we got that done. Now that we got that, we can start upgrading units. Mainly though, first thing we need to do is drop off certain pilots, because these guys are unassigned, so we can stick them almost anywhere. So we're going to stick Blex in this one, we're going to stick Matidi in this one, we're going to stick Astronagi in this GM Custom. Blex, since he's our faction leader, will offer an aura, which will improve everyone around him, which we need. Minidi just gives us a benefit if she's not right next to Blex, which she will be for most of this battle. And then Astronagi, we could put him in a ship, but he's much, much better in a mobile suit, just because having the mobile suit means we get to do extra damage, as opposed to a ship, which are mostly just carriers. And if you haven't seen me play this game before, I'm not a big fan of capital ships, or carriers in general, so I'll probably ignore using them for a while till everyone complains about it, then I'll start using them. It's generally how it goes. Yeah, so first things first, we want to grab all these guys, we want to move them to here. People only move at the end of the turn, so doing that is kind of not important right now. And we want to divide these two up, because we can only get attacked along the lanes, like see these dotted lines? There's the only ways we can attack, so there's no point in defending our capital for a while anyway, till we get attacked. There's a couple of events that'll spawn troops in our capital, you just kind of accept it. In this one, they happen all the time. Same thing with Axis. With Axis. I actually got that right this time. Yeah, so we're dividing these in half to bolster these, so we can attract more troops from Aboku and Side 3. And then we're gonna upgrade these guys, and then we'll attack in a second. So, these are mass production gun tanks, or gun cannons. They can turn into GM cannon 2s. No reason why, they just can become GMs magically. So we're gonna take advantage of that. And we don't have very many resources in the very beginning, so we're not gonna upgrade everyone. We're gonna upgrade the important ones. Like, we're not upgrading these ships. Even though we could give them a third unit slot, we're just gonna leave them as they are. And these are GM Kais, right? You can upgrade them directly into GM Customs. It's kind of expensive, but you can do it. You also upgrade them into Powered GMs, which is what we're actually gonna do. Because Powered GMs are like GM Customs, except for they do more damage. The only thing that... Yeah, they straight up do more damage in everything except for Head Vulcans, and they have a 2 attack range, which is really useful. The only problem with them is they use a ton of energy every turn, so you have to keep them near capital ships, which is fine, because that's exactly what we're going to do. And then the space commanders, you can upgrade these into GM Kais, which you can upgrade into Powered GMs, which is what we're going to do. Oh fuck, I just upgraded that into a GM custom. Back. Then yeah, you can upgrade them straight over. Yeah, fuck it, let's go with GM customs. I like having 2 powered GM stacks in the first battle, because that means we can outrange a lot of people. But having some ground troops can't hurt. My buttons are starting to get sticky, so they're making a lot of noise, I apologize. If you guys can hear it, I'll try to edit it out. But yeah, now we need to take this decision so we can invade Side 2, which is this one. So right now, we can't invade them. But if we take this decision, we'll be able to.
これよりサイド2解放作戦を開始する。目標はスペースコロニーサイド2である。我々の同志をティターンズの圧力から解放するため、皆の力を貸してもらいたい。諸君らの健闘に期待する。
Oh, and if you're wondering story-wise, I believe the Side 2 just was the first colony to get gassed, and we're attacking them while they're gassing the colony to try to help them. Of course, that doesn't affect the battle at all, but that's what's supposed to happen. Which means there's currently a stack of Isaacs in here with Ramses, Dunkel, and Yazan, who are the 3 best the 3 best old types the Titans are going to have for a while. Next to Shirako, who's either the 4th or the 5th best character in the game, who they will eventually get and will eventually assassinate their leader, but that doesn't help us at all. It actually makes it more tough for us. So we're going to have these guys go and attack there. And, okay. Yeah, now we should be ending the turn, but since I'm going to try to keep this short, I'm going to be ending the episode here. Next episode we'll do the battle. And we'll probably go and conquer these extra 3 regions, probably Side 5. I believe it's the next one. I have to go look up the list. The list is on the wiki, which you can find at Giren's Greed Wiki, or Wikia, whatever they call it nowadays. Or just Google Giren's Greed, and it's the first one that generally comes up. And then we'll go and attack Side 7 a little bit later. But I think that one's gated for a while. I think next one we have to go attack is Side 1 or Side 4. And then we'll be able to grab Solomon, then Aboku, then Side 3, and then like we have to go start doing the Kuraba stuff. So we just have these giant holes in our territory. But we'll deal with that later. Anyway, folks, good night. Well, actually, I'll see you in a moment, because you'll probably watch the second episode right after this one, which I will go record. Anyway, goodbye.